banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. I did check in with the Auburn head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
Here he comes with the return. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the grab. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Complete to the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Cobb. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Might as well give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Brown will throw it. Release to the back. Makes the catch. It's Cobb. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Brown wants to pass. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. It's Nimrod. And they'll get the ball back, stopping him short of the 1st down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Finds a tight end. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone. And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs.
Snags it, and there's running room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's It's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on fourth down. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Fourth and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the fourth down conversion, and they get in for 6.
he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Auburn offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Brown will throw it. It's complete to the left. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game is critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running inside. It's Cobb. Maybe a crease. The 20. Touchdown, Auburn. Excellent pass by the back on the option. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one. Big. Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the run, fires downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Davis. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've converted twice on fourth down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They're working that left side. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes a catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point splits the upright to 28-13. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it down the field. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Could not make his way to the corner. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Sometimes when you play man coverage on the back, man, sometimes your eyes get lost and you start looking at the quarterback. He didn't lose vision on his man. He saw him break. He broke with him, broke on the football, and did a great job getting there and being physical and getting that guy on the ground.
Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left side, it's Smith. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Missouri State Bears. And it's the Cougars looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The short hands, it's Davis. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The run inside. It's Bishop. Might have a chance.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Makes the grab in their space. And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. He's got it. hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Snagged in the middle, H. Matthews. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. With the catch, it's Kane. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Escapes the pressure going right. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And the Tigers with the 1st and 10. Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. And it's caught inside the 20.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
The Tigers right after the huge play through the air back to the line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Vols will hustle to the line. They'll ride the hot hand. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Brown will throw it. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Great place to start for this offense. Got a man. He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
Running the red zone, it's Bishop. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the stomping has commenced.
And Remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Cobb. Fights off a defender. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Right back to the well. Looks as if Auburn will have enough first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're lighting up the scoreboard, guys, because this QB already has over 200 yards passing, and they're not going to stop at this point. They're having success. So the defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play the way that guy did just there. Ball thrown deep down the field. It's you versus the other guy. Who's going to win? Can the defense now?
He's got it along the sideline. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback be going the other direction.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Both of these offenses just up and down the field, scoring at will. This QB's already got over 150 passing yards in the game, so he's not going to stop slinging it.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Of 2. Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Now on the move. He is stuffed on fourth down and stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Here's a heat. Trying to get away. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe two, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They're facing a third down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Got a little grass. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
The run inside. It's Bishop. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be third and long. The offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. This offense will try to convert on fourth down for the 5th time. The defense has come up with just one stop so far. Runs for the tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep, listen, it's just imposing your will, right?
Touchdown, Volunteer! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. Finding some room. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Running inside. It's Cobb. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Flying out to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know, this is going to be a resume builder, a confidence builder for this squad. Impressed with the way this offense has handled their situation. The QB has handled some difficult moments, but Palmer, back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, that's pretty impressive.
Big for his confidence as a player. I think big for the offensive coordinator and the head coach and their confidence in him as well, because you're right. He beat 2 top 25 teams in 2 straight weeks, in large part because of the way he's played. As a quarterback now, you're earning more throws for the next game and more touchdown pass opportunities because everybody trusts you and believes in you to handle the big moment against good opponents.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like, you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They'll run it. It's Bishop. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Volunteers in the hurry up. Pulls and fires complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play...
And it's picked off at the goal line. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end.